Atta boy! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and you beautiful rainbow people in betwixt. Welcome back to the Pelafort. Hello, King Chrono. How you doing today, man? Hopefully well. It's Friday, people. Felt like doing something a little different today. Today, but worst thing yesterday, a bit sick. Oh man, rest up. Drink your fluids. Get well soon. Oh, where was I? Alright. When we last left off, our lizard wife. Oh, that shit's gonna last 2 weeks. Oh, you're lucky enough to stick with it for 3 days. Usually the common cold lasts like 2 weeks. At least in my area. In any case, welcome. Welcome one and all to the Belfort. I'm Sloth. Exasperated demon of Sloth. Being forced to venture through Heavensward with a small lizard wife with a giant sword. I know what meds to take. King Chrono has the good shit. Righto, when we left off yesterday, let's see, what did we accomplish? Followed Lady Iceheart into the Dravanian Forelands, fought a bunch of bugs, and fought a very muscular bug. Ascended to Somal, talked to some Moogles in the Churning Mist, ran across it, did some camping, went back, just to find out that everything that Lady Iceheart believes in is false. And therefore, Estinian walked off to go fight NIDHOGG. Unfortunately, we killed NIDHOGG's consort, so he was kind of on edge. So we had to go back to Ishgard and talk to Sid about penetrating another wind barrier, like we did with Garuda. But the design still needs time to develop, and Tataro approached us saying that Roban requires our assistance. So here we are. Mint tea and candy all day. That's a cold remedy I have never heard of. Let's get to it. A general summons. Tataro has news for you from Uldar. General Bond says they may have uncovered the Sultana's whereabouts. And he wants you, by which I mean both of you, to go to the Waking Sands right away and help with the investigation. Come, Tida. Pressing through Ishgard's plights may be our... Pressing though Ishgard's plights may be, our presence here will not serve to hasten the Mana Cutter's completion. Let us return to the troubled lands of Thanalan, and lend what aid we may. Tataro, have our friends at the congregation send a message to Justinian. Tell them we have identified a solution to our problem, but that it will take some time to prepare. As you wish, Master Alvinod. To the Waking Sands, Warrior White. Warrior of Light. This past time Uldar was delivered from this darkness. Nah, you're good. You're good-spirited enough, and you follow the rules, so it's alright. Bravely return to the Waking Sands. And away we go. everybody is having a good Friday chat. Aside from King Kurono, who is experiencing cold and is drinking mint tea and enjoying some fine ass candy to relieve it. Kicking its ass in 3 days. Truly, he is the king. Cutscene. Hello there. Ah, look, he's not as scruffed up as...
Thank you for coming.
Oh, crap.
No thanks are necessary, General. I trust your recuperation continues apace.
I cannot complain. Thanks to Higiri and her ministrations, I've regained much of the strength I lost during my imprisonment.
Makes sense. Don't skip arm day.
I gather you have made progress in the search for Her Grace.
Aye, some good fortune at last. A few days past, Julala informed us that a sizable shipment of alchemical supplies had been delivered to the palace.
With Papa Shan's assistance, I set out to ascertain the source and nature of the shipment. My inquiries led me to Frondale's frontistery.
Am I supposed to know what that
There,
means?
I learned that an order had been placed for a curious substance designed to sustain patients trapped in death-like slumber. An invention of the former head alchemist, apparently.
A death-like slumber? This cannot be a coincidence.
Yeah, no shit.
It lends some weight to Julala's claims, aye. Her Grace is likely somewhere within the palace, abed but alive.
Before making any attempt to extricate the Sultana, however, it seemed prudent to learn what manner of substance was used to induce her torpor. To that end, I made inquiries as to the whereabouts of the one most like to have administered it. The lady-in-waiting, Muriel.
Oh, she has a name now.
We sent for you as soon as we learned of her location. All that remains is to apprehend the woman.
Oh, good. Where is she?
We shall find our cat's paw in the Silver Bazaar.
Ah.
But we must tread carefully. The market is not the bustling place it once was, and someone is sure to mark our coming. Should they inform the monetarists, we'll have a fight on our hands.
I'll kick their ass. I'll kick anyone's
We
ass.
must be prepared for the worst, and being short an arm, I thought it wise to take another in its stead. What say you, warrior of light? Will you lend me yours?
Did you just call me short enough to be an arm? I'll kick your ass, man.
Then I pity the bastard that stands in our way. Come, my friends, for Nanamo and for Uldar!
Nod. Lizard wife, nod! My day has been a late start on account of me forgetting to make breakfast. Hence the delay in stream starting. I'm like, gosh, I was gonna start and then I'm like, oh shit, I haven't eaten yet. So, you know. It goes. It goes. Our target, Muriel, the Sultana's former lady-in-waiting, a woman of Midlander heritage. Are you gonna tell me her entire backstory? I'm told the two of you have met, like once. Our sources indicate that she left the palace shortly after the incident and quietly rejoined the dwindling population of the Silver Bazaar. I suggest we begin by questioning the market's residents and confirm that Muriel is still in hiding there. Alrighty. Okay, where the fuck are we going? There go, over there. And away we go. Chocobo power! Flappity flap flap flappity flap flap over the hills and snow. Flappity flap flap flappity flap flap. If its movements are anything to go by, sheer force of will. 20% concentrated power will. Hello there. I'm a small lizard wife. Do I know of any returning residents? Gods, don't tell me they're starting to come back. My masters will not be pleased to hear that. Muriel, hi, she's here. Left the city for good, she says. Rarely leaves the house, though. The one closest to the market entrance. This is true. Greetings, Tida. What can I do for the Silver What can I do for the Silver Bazaar's favorite adventurer? Looking for Muriel, you say? If you're hoping to lure her back to Udar, you may as well give up now. The girl's done with city life. I'm gonna search. Closest to the entrance. So that one. Yep, too true. Too true. Hello there. It's a cutscene. She's pissed.
You are Muriel, the Sultana's former lady-in-waiting?
I know no one of that name. Pray excuse me.
Bonjour.
General Alden.
Are we gonna witness a murder here?
We will have the truth from you, girl.
Should be intense. Oh, great.
Mayhap it would be better coming from me.
Can we just beat the shit out of him? Because that'd be great.
Lonorito, you'd best talk fast.
As you know, Teleji Adeleji's Cartano reclamation bill was no more than a facade. A means to get his grubby little hands on that Allagan monstrosity Omega.
Which I feel like I would have had to fight.
When he learned of Nanamo's intention to abdicate, however, he was forced to amend his plans. Suddenly, assassination seemed the most promising way to further his ambitions. I am told Teleji had discovered a maid in whose veins ran the blood of House Thorn. A new, more pliable puppet to sit the throne. 'Twould have caused an uproar, of course, but few could have contested her claim.
Oh, really?
'Twas plain that Teleji's wild machinations had outgrown our ability to control them. So I decided to usurp his scheme and left the fool to seal his own demise.
And what of Nanamo?
Oh, I have no desire to harm her grace. 'Twould profit me little to destabilize our government. Thus did I employ young Muriel here to administer a potent sleeping potion in place of a poison. You should know, General, that your dear friend Ilberd was fully aware of my plan.
Wrong time to bring him up, dude.
I had him lie about the assassination as a means to prime your rage against Teleji. We weren't entirely sure how you would react, but things went rather better than expected.
I mean, that was after he learned she was dead, right?
You conniving little worm! You had your claws in the Crystal Braves before their first recruit had sworn to serve!
Yeah, no shit. Kind of figured that out at the beginning.
But of course, when a new game begins, 'tis only prudent to have a piece on the board. Ilberd was mine. Truth be told, a significant proportion of the Braves' initial endowment was also mine. With such large sums moving about, 'twas a rather trifling matter to disguise my own contribution. Ah, Ilberd. I secured his services with a promise to support his cause once my authority had been solidified. I swear, the man thinks of naught but prizing Alamigo from the grasp of the Empire. Unlike you, General, the poor fellow seems quite unable to forsake the land of his forefathers. Mayhap that's why he called you a traitor to your people and a disgrace to your homeland.
God, this is not...
Other things.
Just kill him. Just...
What was it he always compared you to? Oh, yes, an overgrown lapdog begging for scraps at the Sultana's table. Oh, how we laughed. Alas, Ilberd's entertaining little outbursts eventually gave way to wearisome tirades, and the zealous brute became rather unruly. I had no wish to see you executed, you understand, but he would not take no for an answer. Rest assured, his employment with me has long since ended.
How convenient.
Which brings us neatly to the present. What say you, General? Both you and the Sultana are alive. We have one corpse and one fugitive. And preparations have been made to restore your good name. Shall we cry quits and start again with a blank ledger?
The hells we will! Do you honestly expect me to forgive and forget? After all you've done? You're guilty of high treason!
Stay your blade, Master Alden. You yourself are not innocent. Or have you forgotten your own crime in executing Teledji Adeledji without trial? Though you acted out of loyalty to the Sultana, such deeds are in violation of both the word and spirit of the law. If you would, Lord Lolorito?
This potion will wake the Sultana from her slumber. Consider it a gesture of conciliation.
Kick his teeth in.
You will find her grace resting comfortably within her private chambers. Should you doubt my word, I shall willingly accompany you to the palace as your hostage.
So what's stopping me from kicking his ass then?
I like not your motives, Lolorito. But you saved the Sultana's life, and for that, you have my gratitude.
Holy shit, it became daytime outside. Longest conversation.
Alden, you are hereby reinstated as General of the Immortal Flames. The citizens of Ul'dah shall once more be united under Nanamo Ul'Namo, and together we shall usher in a new age of prosperity.
After the Sultana abdicates. No, but seriously, what is stopping me from kicking their ass? Oh, the most professional of waddles. So, what does that leave us? By the 12, I fear Lord Lolorito's... I fear Lord Lolorito's arrival would herald another bloodbath. Little did I suspect that he, of all people, would gift us with the mean to rouse the Sultana. Funny that. Awakening in Uldar. Avnar would see this dark chapter in Uldar's history brought to a close. Shall we also make our way to Uldar? I imagine Bartholomew has been instructed to admit us. Yeah. He's kind of hoping to kick someone's ass, but I guess a lizard wife with a giant sword can only do so much diplomatically. And run. So much running in this game. Anyway. Flame General Robon mentioned you might be coming. Please, this way if you will. We got another cutscene. Ah, the back-to-back cutscenes. Story heavy to the last. What, they couldn't put a sheet over her? Kinda rude. What good is a comfy bed without a comfy blanket? You didn't even put her on the pillow. What the fuck? This is illegal. As Princess Sloth, I demand you give that lady a proper blanket and pillow to rest upon. This is not proper sleeping etiquette. Oh god. I thought she was gonna explode or something. I would have been fucked up. Oh good, she's alive. Huzzah.
I was having the longest dream.
Oh, you have no fucking idea. You've been out for like weeks.
It is time to wake up, Your Grace. Another day begins in Thanalan, and the sun blazes bright upon the sands. Her Grace is awoken. The palace physician assures me she is none the worse for her slumber. I believe Her Grace will soon resume her plans to place the government of Uldar into the hands of its citizens. Whatever path she chooses to take, I shall walk it with her. And we shall tread slowly, lest the nation be unsettled in our wake.
Her Grace's compassion is a shining beacon to us all. But what our city truly thrives upon is competition. 'Tis in the struggle against our rivals that opportunities are seized and fortunes made. And with the Empire on the offensive once more, now would hardly seem the time to turn our system of government upon its head.
Are you privy to new intelligence, my lord?
Oh, the plot thickens.
I would hardly call it new. Remind me, what was the name of that enormous Imperial warship which met its end in Mordona? Oh, wait, I have it. The Agrias. Yes, well, 'twould appear that the Garleans have been hard at work on another such vessel.
Oh, god damn it. Now what?
How close are they to completing this ship? Is it operational?
Its maiden flight was a success, I hear. I should imagine Emperor Varys is eager to see how it performs in battle.
Ah, great. Now I gotta punch an airship.
My lords and ladies, I move that it is time to repair the damage caused by Teleji Adeleji and prepare our great nation to repel the Empire once more.
It's always something. No, seriously, what's stopping me from, like, just straight up kicking his ass?
Tis well that the Sultana has awoken. The Syndicate yet needs to put its house in order, but 'twould seem the worst of the confusion has passed.
Has it, though? 'Cause I don't feel like it has.
Uldar has taken control of its future, and I must do the same.
Okay.
I have decided to disband the Crystal Braves.
A little late for that. They kind of
Among the
disbanded
recruits,
themselves.
There were those who supported our order's goals and convictions with all sincerity. 'Tis my hope that these loyal men and women will choose to remain our allies in the battles to come. As for those who sided with the traitor, Ilberd, they shall be hunted down and held to account for their crimes. It is my earnest hope that they will surrender themselves peaceably when the time comes, though I think it unlikely. Ah, my all-conquering Crystal Braves. The model army meant to pave the way for a single unified Grand Company of Eorzea. That so high an ideal should be brought so low.
Oh, stop your whinging.
I need not tell you how deeply the betrayal stung me. Yet I see now that it was mine own naivety and pride which allowed the Braves to fall prey to corruption.
Alphino Linguini, you are under arrest for high treason.
As ever, it is to your own shining example that I turn for inspiration.
I'm a small lizard
Like
wife.
you, I mean to stand firm in the face of hardship and give mine all for the cause. Let us resume the search for our missing comrades, that we might come together to shine the light of dawn across the realm once more. The role of Crystal Brave Commander suited me ill, and I shall play it no longer. Henceforth, I shall be no more or less than Alphino, proud member of the Scions.
Didn't Pride get your ass kicked last time? Maybe don't do that. Who here has ever had a Hershey kiss? Cause like the spikes on my shoulders in that cutscene looks like a Hershey kiss. Am I wrong? Like looks like a Hershey kiss. Moving on. I blush to speak thus of mine inner turmoil. Fuck that sentence. But the fact remains, there's no woman alive in whom I would rather confide. Were it not for your shining example, I might never have had emerge from beneath the pall of my despair. Yeah, let me punch your teeth in a couple times, you little brat. A brave resolution. Avenor would know how things stand at the Rising Stones. And another cutscene. Cool. Still no word from Master Garland. I hope this mana cutter of theirs is nearing its completion. The Supreme Demon Lord, 666 _ VT. Thank you for the follow. And thank you for the host. Welcome to the Pale Fort. Ladies, gentlemen, and you beautiful rainbow people in betwixt. I am Sloth. Belphegor, Princess Sloth, rather. And we are playing Final Fantasy XIV, Heavensward, where I've rolled a small lizard wife with a giant sword. Oh, Lucy. Or Lucifer. Yeah, that makes sense. Welcome, Lucy, to the chat. Hope you have a good time. We're in the middle of Heavensward, I think. Or at least in the at the end of the first half of it. That feels about right. Still no word from Master Garland. I hope this mana cutter of theirs is nearing completion. I don't know, it's been like 2 hours, man. Calm down. I'm assured that her grace will make a full recovery. I, and Uldar too, shall flourish once more. God damn it. I and Uldar too shall flourish once more. General Raban and his colleagues have matters well in hand, I believe. Lady Yagiri, a question, if I may. I believe your people have been keeping a close watch on the Crystal Braves. Might you know how things stand at the Rising Stones? Yes, of course. You will be pleased to know that the 3rd Unit Braves abandoned Revenant's Toll when they learned of Captain Ilbert's defeat. The only blue uniforms to be seen there now are those worn by soldiers loyal to you, Master Alphinaud. To me? I see. I'm grateful to hear that at least some of our members were true to their oaths. Ere we return to Ishgard, I must now go to the Rising Stones and thank these stalwarts for the service. It shall be my final act as Crystal Brave Commander. Will you join me, Tida? You were there at the company's inception. It's only fitting that you be present at its end. And I would appreciate the support. Small lizard wife nod. Okay. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Oh, God damn it! I hate the date thing for Uldar. Just cut back to back to back cutscenes. Story after story after story. Oh, here we go again. Excuse me. Hey guys, how'd you do on to Stockholm? Answer. What's up, Lucy? Commander, you're alive? And Tida too. I knew you'd be straight though. No, I am not. My splendid Crystal Braves, I've wronged you. All of you. My promises of glory and salvation have brought you naught but blood and betrayal. Bah! You need not hear us complaining. 'Twas a slight messier than expected, aye. But we were still fighting for freedom and all. Just like we swore. Ain't that right, mates? Aye. You humble me. I am truly blessed to have such steadfast comrades. It is with the most profound regret, then, that I must... That's enough of that, Commander. We know you've mind to say, and we have it. We ain't having none of it. We've walked it over, see? And we all agree. You can take our uniforms and strip us of our ranks, but we won't take no less of a company. But the Crystal Braves... The Crystal Braves may be finished, but the ideals upon which the company was founded live on. They bind us to each other, and to you. Commander, Alpha Nord, my man, my mates, our minds are made up, so you may as well get used to it. Let us help the Scions. Let us help you find Minfilia and the others. Because your voice got me acting up. Thank you. My friends, after all that has happened, I know not what to say. Oh, thank you. I tried to hear what the voice actor is doing and sort of copy it with as much as my voice can do so. Pray, excuse me. I had thought my tears spent. My grandfather used to say that one could measure a man by the consistency of his comrades, but mayhap I am the exception which proves the rule. Nay, do not protest. I know that I am not worthy of the loyalty, Tida. But as God damn these names. Thaliak is my witness. I shall do everything in my power to earn it. La-di-da. Ready to fly. Alfra has matters to attend to at the Rising Stones. I must speak of future plans with the remaining Braves. Any information we uncover on the missing Scions will need to be shared with our allies across the realm, specifically Iriange in the Waking Sands and Tataru in Ishgard. While we are organizing our various channels of communication, I would ask that you call upon Master Garland at the manufactory. I will join you in Ishgard as soon as I am able. Let us teleport to Ishgard. And away we go. Alright. That was an interesting series of events. Back to fighting monsters, I guess. Tada! How in the seven hells did you do it? I was just about to send for you. We have but this moment completed the Manicutter's first successful test flight. Few minor adjustments and she'll be ready to go. While we see to the finishing touches, you might want to pay a visit to Fort Taunt Manor. A dragoon by the name of Estinian was looking for you. God damn it, Estinian. Can't you just sit still for like 5 seconds, man? He could learn well of indolence. What do you want, Estinian? You have fulfilled your obligations to the Dolans, then. Mistress Tataru has been keeping me apprised of the situation. Once I learned that these mana cutters of Master Garlands were nearing completion, I saw no reason to tarry in the mists. For the present, NIDHOGG seems content to remain in the AERY, plotting his revenge. Might not this be an apt moment to unfold our plans to Sir Emmerich? I think we have kept him in the dark long enough. You know, for an Azure Dragoon, your armor is still very much black. Alright, I guess we're seeing Sir Emmerich now. Answer, what's up? Sir Emmerich has been eagerly waiting to speak with you. Pray, proceed.
All stands ready, Lord Commander.
I'll have to give him more of a all stands ready, Lord Commander.
The moment has come then.
Ah, the moment has come then. Gotta copy the
Pray,
cadence.
excuse my lateness. I paid a brief visit to the workshop to inquire about the mana cutters. The engineers assure me that they're ready.
No, I think I got Alphinaud's cadence down quite well.
The AERY is now but a short flight away. Yet what a long and winding path we took to reach this point. Were it not for Master Alphinaud's proposal, we never would have attempted to parley with the dragons.
Sure enough.
Though our negotiations yielded little, our expedition with Lady Isard taught us much.
You took an unimaginable risk. I could scarce believe the tale Estinian told.
Yeah, and the Mughals.
Aye. 'Tis true that many of our countrymen would sooner die than join hands with the heretic's mistress. But 'twas through that most unlikely of alliances that we came to speak with Hraesvelgr.
A conversation that went rather poorly, as I recall.
Mm-hmm. Rather
In
one-sided.
this instance, the journey was more important than the destination. Had we not slain Nidhogg's consort, Tiaman, and put the Great Worm on his guard, the Dravanians would have arrived at Ishgard's walls long ago.
Positives.
Aye, that they would. Full grateful am I for every hour of respite your actions have afforded us. Thanks to you, our defenses are much improved. 'Tis but a pity they won't be enough.
Thus, you believe an assault upon the AERY represents the city's best chance of survival. Is that not so, Estinian?
I am under no illusions. Nidhogg's might is legendary. But with his eye in my possession, I can stifle his strength at the source. Victory will be hard won, even so. And I shall be glad indeed to have the Warrior of Light at my side.
Small lizard wife shall do her best.
You shall have my blade as well. There are more of these mana cutters to be had, yes?
Oh shit, Aymeric coming with us?
Commander, no.
How can I, a proud knight of Ishgard, stand by and do naught while an outsider risks life and limb for our homeland? I swore an oath to protect this city.
Holy shit, dude.
Pray leave the slaying of dragons to dragoons, Sir Knight. Your duty to command the city's defense is no less vital. Should we fail, and Nidhogg slip through our grasp, who then will hold the walls against him? Will you leave Ishgard in the hands of the Holy Sea's zealots?
That's a fair point.
There are others.
Who but you has the authority and the standing to orchestrate a city-wide defense? I do not, and neither does the Warrior of Light. That is why it is our place to fight, and yours to remain here, Lord Commander. What? You too, Master Alphinaud? By the Fury. You have shown some promise, but this adversary is far beyond your skills.
Is he pouting?
Your candor is appreciated, Sir Dragoon. I shall remain then and cheer you from afar.
Holy shit. That was
Well, my friend,
well worth the
it would
wait.
seem I have discouraged the last of the volunteers and claimed the task as ours alone. But if any alive can best this worm, 'tis surely we too.
Good enough. Seriously, those shoulder spikes look like Hershey Kisses. I have picked up Master Alphinaud's pride, I fear. But I had been less forceful, the boy would have insisted on accompanying us to the AERY. Do not think me blind to his talent. With a few more campaigns under his belt, I have no doubt that Alphinaud will make a fine field commander. But one does not practice on an adversary such as NIDHOGG. We shall be hard-pressed enough without the added worry of carrying a novice. Into the AERY. Justinian is eager to set forth for the AERY. We have tarried long enough. Let us call upon Master Garland and take possession of the Mana Cutters. I never had any real interest in doing webcam streaming. I was around for the wild west of YouTube. And I liked how you could just sort of do your own thing and somehow draw in people to watch you. And just kind of be yourself in those days. But eventually, over time, corporations got involved and YouTube is what it is today, kind of homogenized and stripped of creativity. Real inventiveness isn't really expressed as well as it used to be. Sort of like Newgrounds in the day. So, my interest in VTubing came about the beginning of this year, when someone I had enjoyed through a bridge work, Takahata 101, became a VTuber. And I really didn't have true interest in it for a long time until I started watching VTubers, seeing that I could still do stuff without a webcam, but with my own ideas in place. Yeah, kind of figured. So I became a VTuber just because it seemed like a fun thing to do, where I could still play the games I wanted without having to worry about a YouTube algorithm, and hopefully pull in some people to enjoy them with me. I have like no previous acting or voice acting experience, like the extent of my drama experience is stagecraft. Now, in high school, I used to build the props and the stage dressing for the plays we'd put on. And that's like the extent of my drama association. But I still try to put on a decent show. Try and interact with the game as best I can. And Final Fantasy XIV is very story-based, where I could just voice some characters from time to time. In A Realm Reborn, it was extensively just me talking and reading the text out loud, and me reacting to everything. In Heavensward, there's more voice cutscenes, so my vocal cords are thankful for the reprise I've been given. Or reprieve, rather. Showing my family. You got a family? Sada, old friend. The cutters are ready when you are. Finer adjustments cost us a few sleepless nights, but we got there in the end. Which means you can. Which means you can get. Which means you can get where you need to go. I tell you, its little beauties will tear through the wind barrier like a cement trail through a cotton cheese. I have a Discord of YouTubers. Okay, I'll look at it after stream. Thank you, Lucy. And that, my friend, is a Guardian Ironworks guaranteed. You have a thanks. Come, Warrior of Light. The dread worm awaits. Where the fuck is this stinging? You can't see him from here. All that grape flavored gas. Her good bean. Well, I thank you very much. I hope I fit in well. We got a dungeon to queue. Let's go ahead and pick up those last few things in the Forelands. What was it? I thank you. Oh, and we're heading into the audio already. Lizard Wife power. DPS, please wake up. Awesome possum. This usually starts with the cutscene, so. Give that another try. That's a big ass dragon. An abomination. Wicked mortals!
I shall smelt your flesh and turn your bones to ash. I'll get you gadgets.
What the fuck was that? That looks like a good spot to land. Use the power of Satan to smite it! What power? Oh wow, this place is gorgeous. I am digging the purple. Right, I'm not one for conversation in the middle of a dungeon, so please excuse me, chat, as I focus on the game ahead. Lizard Light power! Alright. That's intense. I've completed my daily goal. To smite an abomination of your own making in chat. That's a strange daily goal, but I'm not going to question Lucifer. Meet achieving VTubers. That's a good goal to have. A really good goal to have. If only I had the time to do that. That'd be fun to interact more with the VTuber space. I'm gonna stun him to make it easier on the healer, since Dark Knight does not have as many defensive cooldowns as other classes in this game. Which means I now follow 933 VTubers on Twitch. Damn! Wait for people to catch up. Everybody here? Lovely! I died on you, buddy. That's about right. You might want to get closer, guys, or not. And stun. Down. X defensive cooldown is up in about 20 seconds, followed by a magic cooldown. That's as usual for a sloth. Fair enough, KL2, and welcome back. Alright, back here, buddy. Down he goes. Aha! Lizard Wife victory! Can't use that. Can't use that. Ooh, cliff. Jump! And itchy nose. This thing to pass by. There we go. Let's pull these guys to us. She knows. I wonder if I could Yeah. Stun is ultra helpful. Oh, another treasure chest. And I still can't use that. And you're done. Right. Let's pull the little buttons up here. Dragon. Go from there. Get done. Cool. Well, we got ahead for us. Second boss. Wait for our blade to arrive. We good? Good. Let's rock. Survive power! Next offensive cooldown, 50 seconds. Got replies 4. And we got an egg, which, if I remember, guide. Supposed to ignore. Looks like DPS really hates that guy. Rise up. All these. 20 seconds. 30 seconds. 2 minutes. Defensive cooldowns. Watch this. Blood weapon. 3, 2, 1. And defensive cooldown. Up. Make it easier. Healer a bit. And up goes rounds. Clouds here. Let's go ahead and move them away. There we go. It's stunning, we're done. Sometimes reading guides does help out. Sometimes. Can't use that. Can't use that. Okay, I need to use you then. that is just cool. Do you love me some destructive? Oh, I thought that was gonna slam down and smash this chat. Slothy men. Didn't know those existed. I'm safe. And I am Belphegor, Princess Sloth. Anything like the guys we fought before that looked like we were really dodging. Fully resistant. Man, our DPS is on point. Just melting down these guys. No tanking gear. Oh, great. Tanking gear, but just stuff I can't use. Not every day or game you see that. What, good DPS? I concur. It's very rarely that you get DPS that can actually, you know, do the job semi-perfectly. Melt down enemies with a keen focus. Yeah, that is really cool. Alright, you guys should be aggroing up on. Yep, you are. Seems like we have two kinds of ads. Those with larger egg pools that only come in certain waves. Those who come in with extremely low HP pools that are multiple and boom, voila. See what's behind door number 3. Yeah, for last boss it seems like. Cutscene. Ooh. I will enfeeble the worm with the eye. I'm a small lizard wife. Alright. Let's kick his ass. Wait for everybody to get here. That part off. I don't like that voice. I'll think of something else. Tremble at my fury. Seconds. Next one. Stunning does not work on this guy. Doesn't seem like stun works on many bosses anymore. Nope. My patience for your incessant struggle does falter. Succumb now to the might of the Great Worm. Send me my kindred. Slay these treacherous children of men. Thumbs up. Anybody else? Who else wants a taste of the lizard wife and her giant sword? God, look at the coloring in this fucking arena. Up, and there's another hat. You. God, all the architecture in this game, at least in Heavensward, is gorgeous. Great. Oh, you're stunnable. Vengeance! Tis done. I'm prepared. My rage will consume you. Doubt? Ramp right up. There's a wife. Jump. We just hit level 58. Bye, NIDHOGG. Hey, dog! Good to see you, man. We just finished another dungeon. Always to you. Ooh, we got a new sword. Oh, I like this new sword. Such a nice sword, too. Yep, that'll do just nicely. Alright, off. Oh, it's another tussle. Come get a licking. He's gonna fill that one in the morning. Thou swouldest use my own eye against me. Time hath not to dilute thy kind's depravity. I have not forgotten thee, dragoon. Mine essence claimed thee once, now it shall do so again.
No, worm. This ends here.
Sounds like Gerard Butler. Tonight, we will dine in hell. Bye, Lucy. Thanks for stopping by. Good to have you around. Hope to see you again. I'll check out your message after the stream. Thanks again. was intense. Is he gonna do the superhero landing? It's really hard on the knees.
You gifted my people 1,000 years of suffering. Now I gift you an eternity in darkness.
Yep, that's our edgy dragoon. God, I'm hallucinating. Studying there was something in that stew. Here comes another fucking light of crystal, which is always blinding. Yep, that would be the 11 crystal, alright. 3 more to go. Yep, ain't that a sweet thought. Yep, I think either you or KO2 suggested I try out Dark Knight. So I stopped streaming for an entire week, leveled up Dark Knight to where I was with Warrior, and then continued the story from there. Good to see you, Doug.
They are ours, Lord Eldrath. The eyes of NIDHOGG.
He sounds a little too enthused about that.
Aye. The worm lies broken and my father is avenged. With the wellspring of his vitality thus denied him, NIDHOGG shall not linger long in this world. But behold the terrible price we have paid. My sire is dead. So many brother knights slain. We traded our honor for the strength which now courses in our veins. And still we are forced to make such sacrifice.
But not in vain, my lord. Hraesvelgr is the only great worm left in Dravania, and he dares not leave his lair. With NIDHOGG's eyes in your possession, who now can challenge the might of Ishgard, ascend the throne, and take your rightful place as the ruler of our people?
Nay, my friend. I must forsake the mantle of king. Though NIDHOGG be defeated, his wormling horde yet darkens the skies with wings beyond counting. As one who partook of Ratatoska's strength, it shall be my penance to bear a knight's arms until death grants me leave to retire. When that day comes, no prince shall perish, but a hell's-bound hunter of dragons.
But Lord Haldreth, what then shall become of the royal line?
Think of your people, my lord. Without a king, who will the common man turn to in his hour of need? How will he find his way without your benevolent hand to guide him?
I thank you, Sir Flavian and Sir Silvertrill, for dispelling my remaining doubts. With men of such wisdom and compassion in service to the realm, it is plain that Ishgard has no need of a king.
No king lives
But
forever.
if you must bow to the demands of tradition, you need look no further than yourselves for one worthy to wear the crown.
If I ever get affiliated, I want to make that one of the things you can turn in points for. Just me yelling at random, Forton! That's how everybody pronounces it. Forton. No, it's Forton. You gotta add that little ton at the end there. Like you've just been punched directly in the gut. Forton! Okay, bye.
Fare thee well, my brother knights, my loyal friends. On these shoulders shall I bear the weight of my father's sins. With this lance shall I repay the debt accrued through our misdeeds.
I like how it started out silver, and now it's just covered in dragon blood red. And it was black when Estinian wore it.
What cruel jest has fate played upon us? Have we seized this desperate victory only to lose a king?
We can but act as our lord has bid. We few who remain must divide between us the rulership of Ishgard and her people.
Not I. My oath was to Lord Haldrath and he alone. If he is not to be king, then I would hang up my shield as well.
Will you abandon us too, sir?
I would wash my hands of blood and betrayal and take up an honest trade. Mayhap I shall serve ale instead of sharpened steel.
And thus is the Forgotten Knight made. And the title makes sense. The ancestor. Wow. Such war. Lord.
We four, then.
Forton, Hylanat, Dirander, and Zemail.
I think you mean Frugal, Hollaback Girl, Durandary, and Drizzle My Nizzle.
But 4 houses to rule all of Ishgard.
And what of the throne?
We keep it empty. Until the day a king rises once more. We must assume the role of stewards.
But now there's an archbishop in that throne.
We shall shape our nation anew with a history of our own making. And let the truth of this dark day die here, upon the battlefield.
They look like Franciel, Drillmont, and Horschiffant.
What ails you, friend? Are you wounded?
Nothing, just giving myself a mammogram. Titty checks out. I'm still his wife.
You have borne witness to history. To the culmination of the first battle with NIDHOGG. The legend of Ishgard's founding tells that our ancestors were led to the land of Kurthus by the valiant King Thordan. In the midst of their journey, they came to a wide chasm, where they were set upon by a great worm, NIDHOGG. A furious battle then ensued, with Thordan leading the van. Though the brave king was slain defending his people, his son, Haldrath, the first Azure Dragoon, fought on undaunted. And with a mighty thrust of his lance, he gouged out NIDHOGG's eye, forcing the wicked creature into retreat. Thus, did this eldritch orb become a sacred treasure of Ishgard, lending its power to every knight deemed worthy to bear the title of Azure Dragoon.
Oh wait, the other one doesn't have the same
tale, is it not?
aura as the...
Would that I could still believe it. But your vision, which we must accept as immutable truth, leaves no room for doubt, save on one point. If Haldrath took both of NIDHOGG's eyes, then how came this eye to be lodged in the worm's skull?
Hreiswager was missing an eye.
With every answer we unearth, another question lies buried.
I never understood why they were lied. Yeah, I don't see why they lied either. Like, it was always on them.
Twas a fierce battle, but one I knew we would win. Your fame is well deserved, warrior of light. Full proud am I to have fought at your side.
Why, thank you. I am a small lizard wife.
I will return with all swiftness to Ishgard to inform the Lord Commander of our triumph. But we must first have words with Heavensward. There are parts of this tale that the worm has kept from us, and I would know wherefore.
Oh, he also lost a horn in the battle. I didn't see that. Huh. Well. Though NIDHOGG has fallen, my heart is yet heavy, and this stain of corruption pleases me not. When all has been put to rest, I must needs forge my armor anew. Yeah, take a fucking bath. Christ. Griffin. Got a Ravanya card. And a Tiamat card. Song begins. Stinian would know the origins of NIDHOGG's mysterious eye. With NIDHOGG fallen, none save Heravensward remains to answer our questions. Let us trouble the worm again. And if Iceheart yet lingers at the zenith, all the better. I would have her hear the truth from the dragon's maw. I guess we're heading off to the zenith. I've also decided that I'm going to pick up any remaining ether currents in the areas I'm missing off stream. He says I don't think that's particularly interesting to watch. And this is a story-based game, so I would rather us just stick to the story however well we can. Hello, Yasiel. "'Twas you, was it not?" The face screams of the dragon carried far. "You have slain NIDHOGG. What more could you desire from this place? Will you not allow Heravensward to mourn the death of his kin in peace?" Extremely needed in future for easy transportation. "Spare us your sanctimonious judgment, Ice Maiden. We have a gift for your great worm, and a mystery that can no longer lie buried. Lady Iceheart, the Dragon Song War has all but consumed your life and claimed many of your followers. This time you learn the truth of its beginning, and the whole truth, that we may at last bring this bitter conflict to an end. Sound the horn, Warrior of Light." Well, maybe I'll just do it after this then. Pick up what I haven't grabbed before. Lay down that funky beat. Can't believe we could hear the cinematic song. Impotent mortals, ever seeking to bury old wrongs under new. I'm a small lizard wife with a giant sword. If you would like, I could fly you to the ether currents, but that's much easier if you do it before you pick it up any up. I did sense the moments of NIDHOGG's demise.
You mean the moment I prized your eye from his head?
Twould seem thou hast uncovered my secret. Aye, unto the blinded NIDHOGG did I yield one half of my strength. To be honest, I would have preferred a dragon with an eye patch. That would have been fucking awesome. Oh god, here I go fucking hallucinating again. Sal, what the fuck did you put in that soup? NIDHOGG, what hath befallen thee? We are undone by covetous mortals. They did take Rata Cirque's eyes and glut their appetite upon her essence. She is slain then. What madness hath unmade our peaceful accord? Did I not warn thee, brood brother? They have ever been untrustworthy creatures, the short-lived Elzen. But thou wert enchanted by thy mortal maid. Thy folly hath cost Rata Cirque her life, and me mine eyes. Oh, my beloved Shiva, how swiftly art thou kind made to bestow by the appetites. Here Isles of Augur, 'twas thy blindedness that did invite a disaster into our lands. Surrender thee an eye to me, and let that be thy penitence. NIDHOGG. They bested me once, but I was reckless. I shall need but a single eye to inflict enduring torment upon these traitors and every child of their line. Yield to me thy strength, brood brother. My vengeance is begun. Okay, bye. Getting all the answers to riddles we've just learned. Better than waiting an entire patch for it. Thou hast borne witness to a scene from my past.
It was yours. Your strength that sustained Nidhogg all these years.
Would that Haldreth had dealt the worm a killing blow.
When my blue brood brother did appear before me, bloody and blinded, his life was all but spent, demanding half my vigor, that he might exact his vengeance upon the mortals who had wronged us.
And so you acquiesced. You surrendered your eye to Nidhogg, knowing full well the suffering he would inflict.
That's the lady who summoned a primal? Hey, Pot! Meet Kettle! You're both white! The peace of my beloved, so dearly desired, had been shattered by her own kin. Their treachery claimed my brood sister's life, my brood brother's reason. Thinkest thou thy fits of indignation will move me to remorse? Yeah, no, fuck these people. Like, honestly, fuck these people. Go, mortals. Take your unruly passions and leave this place. Your presence here spelleth naught but misery. Were it not for Sheetha's soothing embrace, I would slay you where you stand. Woe betide you should the bond we share ever weaken. Okay, bye. So do I get to keep this horn as a trophy, or... Okay. And he's gone. Well, that's another quest complete. Holy shit. Today's evidently a movie day. A lot of cutscenes, chat. Unrest in Ishgard. Let me go back and grab all the extra currents that I did before. Alright, according to this. Yeah. Gotta play hide and go seek with Muggles. Yada yada yada. Let's see. Really cool weather out here. There's one. Where the hell are you going? There's one up there. Oh, one is. Where's the last one? Oh, it's right over there. How do I get up there? Oh, I can. Alrighty. Dunzo. Okay, another one is back at Malcolm, I believe. So let's go grab that. How we all doing today, KO2 and Doug? How's your Friday going? Oh, I guess Saturday. I think it's like evening for one of you, isn't it? Kind of a lazy day. Hey, it's good to have a lazy Friday. Yada. Who do I have to kill? People over there. over there. Simple enough. Just chilling, watching you, and building a gunpla. Oh, gunpla. Is that when you construct, like, a Gundam? Or is that a Warhammer thing? Can't remember. Maybe I'm getting my terms mixed up. Yes, sir? Oh! I think I've seen Ichigo Lemonade do that once. She's another VTuber who sometimes builds Gundams from a pack. Sometimes they come with, like, really obnoxiously tiny pieces, I've heard. Not as bad as building Warhammer minis. I've only heard Warhammer minis. I know 3 things about Warhammer minis. 1, they're very expensive. 2, they're kind of a pain in the ass to put together. And 3, they are very small. Yeah, they get pretty complex. I'm gonna have to pick up more grapes after this. Have fun with your gunpla, Doug. Do you have a favorite one you've made, or just love them all equally? Next up, fly up to there. Go around. Can't wait. Tend to buy kits from shows I like. They say I have 2 favorite designs. Oh. Find dinosaurs. Using the wing, Zero EW, and Kshatriya. Or Kshatriya. Very cool. I don't know much about Gundam, but I know that I vaguely know what a gunpla is. That was big among my classmates in like middle school. to head back to Tailfeather and finish the stuff up there. And then we can proceed with Le Store. I hope. In theory, anyway. Alright. Hello, little Moogle. Yada yada yada. Give me the ether card. Back to Markham. Heading back to Markham. And the bagpipes are back. Not a big fan of the bagpipes. I mean, the rest of the music is pretty good, but the bagpipes are like the equivalent of the Uldar trumpets. Just a little too loud for my tastes. Give me an organ and a harpsichord, some violins. I'm a happy man. Demon thing. I mean, to each their own, KO2. I'm not a big fan of bagpipes, but if you are, power to you. Alright, one more in this area to grab. That was near the AERY, wasn't it? Where the hell am I going? Got him directionally challenged for a second there. Organ is the best instrument in Heavensward soundtrack. I agree. As someone who likes Johann Sebastian Bach and his Toccata and Little Fugue in G minor, I am a big fan of the organ. There was a lot of Bachs. Johann Christian, Johann Sebastian. Do you like that they've turned this kind of desolate wasteland into something with character? It's more lively than Uldar, at least. Thanalan was like highly lacking in its design. This place feels like it has a history behind it. Like, that's the good thing about all of Heavensward, I found. Even the version of Corpus Highlands, like, there's more to it than what it was in the Central Highlands. You see dragon corpses everywhere. You see what used to be homesteads. You see all sorts of things. It isn't just a monotone plain of ice and snow with a couple of outposts. There's like far less scars from the calamity here too, which gives it room to just be its own thing. Unlike a lot of the areas in the Realm Reborn, there's only so much a giant crystal structure and a crater can do for an area. The Oasis and Ant Cactus. I mean, to be fair, the cactus is kind of move and dance funny. I haven't seen an Oasis though. There is a cat village in the middle of fucking nowhere though. I don't like sand. It's coarse and gets everywhere. the hell gave that move on a knife? Alright, let's go there. It's one area down. I think we have to finish Forelands now. Yeah, that's the lesson in humility. Dust storm settling in. Forelands. I also like the different weather in Heavensward. I mean, A Realm Reborn is baseline rain, sunny, cloudy, thunderstorm, which is pretty cool. But then you got Heavensward, it's like Umbral 11, dust storms, and the like. What was that strange green one the other day? I think it was like Matron's 11 or Matriarch's 11, something like that. Royal 11. That was cool to see. Also had like a cool image. Hello there. Okay, who are we fighting this time? Oh, actually beating up dragon kids. Beat up the dragons. My favorite weather from A Realm Reborn would be the gloom that you got in Mordor. That was pretty cool. It looked like you were in a soap bubble, and the soap bubble just had to be like eclipsing the entire area in it. It's really neat. My favorite weather thus far is the Umbral 11, or Static. Mordor is super cool, yeah. I mean, who can't love just a giant ship with Midgard's Somo wrapped around it? Giant crystals everywhere, not just as some spectacular thing in the fall off. Like, Mordor does what a lot of areas, like Thanalan, fails to do. It's like the epicenter of where the calamity kind of fucking went down. It, like, has the most scars, and it makes it part of its environment. It doesn't have to share itself with a desert, or forest, or sealands. It's just a crystalline lair. The way they incorporate it into the mountain is perfect. Plus that music and some of the quirky weather is just awesome. Still hilarious that Corthus Central Highlands, or whatever, had like end level music. But it went boom. That it did. Boom, missing. Missing one quest one. Sight of the North. Name of the Vath. Let me look this this up. Onion Foreland. Currents. Down with chocobos or use compass in your inventory. Lesson in humility. We got that. Some bad news. Hunter from the Quay. Stolen ammunitions and mourn in passing. We had to do mourn in passing as the just quest line. Oh. We have yet to turn in stolen munitions. That would do it. I'm so happy you can't die from fall damage in this game. I could pull so much dumb shit now. Unless I'm in combat, right? Oh yeah, I forgot about the compass. I should probably actually equip that. It's just like everything's been on the way to where I'm going for the most part. Or been near some other quest. You know? Seems like Heavensward was just built to have ether currents on the way to where you're going anyway. Okay. Give me that Wind Waker music. Or not. Not that I'm complaining. Running four lands have some awesome music. Alright, let's head on back to the hive, chat. And hop. And hop. I need to think of what game to play after this. Because eventually I'll run out of MSQ to do. I'm gonna have to think of something else to stream after. I'm gonna take a drink of my water. That is a big chunky lad. There we go. Right, let's continue with the story. So I think I've gotten everything, right? Yeah, yeah. can get, that is. Slight detour complete. Unrest in Ishgard. Estinian is frustrated by yet another mystery. Though he left not a single claw. No. Though he left not a single claw. 'Twould seem his wreaked his own matter of vengeance against us. Cutscene.
'Twas my life's goal to slay NIDHOGG. But I find there is little joy to be had in its accomplishment.
But you have rid the world of a hate-filled creature, and ended a bloody war in so doing.
I lost my family to NIDHOGG's flames, and 'twas with fury in my heart that I took up the lance. Every blow I struck in the name of vengeance. We were not so different, he and I.
I will not judge you for your deeds. I have not the right. Too many innocents have perished in the name of my greater good.
Yet even with all that has passed, the tale is incomplete.
The plot thickens, and I am a small lizard wife.
We are short a great worm's eye. Of the pair which Haldreth took from NIDHOGG, only one is known to us, the one I bear. What then became of the other?
What indeed?
Why did NIDHOGG, who had taken such pains to prolong the Dragonsong War, suddenly decide to hurl his entire army against the walls of Ishgard? Lord Commander. Aye. The deed is done. NIDHOGG is slain. What? In the city? A battle with whom? At once, Lord Commander. Hold firm till our return. Fighting has broken out in the city. Lord Emmerich was sparse with the particulars, but it seems some commoners threw open the gates to a force of heretics.
Oh.
I gave no order to attack.
Are we to mark the end of the Dragonsong War by spilling the blood of our own? Mayhap Hraesvelgr was right about us. Let us away, warrior of light. The people must be saved from themselves.
Wait! I would join you!
Not saying you can't, come
There
on!
has been enough violence. I will appeal to my people in the city and make them see reason.
It's reason then. Lizard wife nod. The most powerful.
Come then, Lady Iceheart. Let us write the final chapter in this damnable war.
She's been moping up here for like days, I just realized. Oh, great. That is not good guy music. That is bad guy music. This looks like the League of Doom. That makes the Archbishop Lex Luthor.
A small army of heretics has invaded the city, Your Eminence. But there is no cause for concern. A sizable contingent of our soldiers is already in place to repel the Dravanian assault. And the intruders will soon find themselves outnumbered and outmatched.
Our plans proceed apace, then?
Yes, Your Eminence. This unrest shall serve to feed the people's fear of the heretics and the dragons both.
And lend renewed fervor to their prayers for deliverance. Very good. Grant our guests what time they need to sow a measure of chaos, then order the Temple Knights to crush them.
Your will be done.
God damn it, La Habrea.
The moment is at hand.
Oh, he has a new voice.
Excellent. All shall soon be in alignment.
La Habrea hit puberty.
It is time for the bringer of light to die.
Bro, you're just mad because I beat you. Fucking old piece of garbage. Goddamn right, KO2! Yep, that's definitely a fire. Hey, Horsefant. See, you've been throwing a party. Hello! Lizard Wife Nod, the most powerful tool in the world. A Lizard Wife Nod. Ruin has come to our family. You remember our venerable house. I forgot what Horsefant sounded like.
Comrades, sheathe your swords. There is no need for further bloodshed.
My lady.
My lady.
She has come.
Where the fuck is your fedora?
Hear me, brothers and sisters. The war is ended. Nidhogg is no more.
You really want to make that public knowledge?
Aye, it is so. This adventurer and the Azure Dragoon laid the great worm low. The endless cycle of violence between man and dragon was born of our forefathers' treachery. You have followed me, bled with me, to bring this truth to light that we might all know peace. But Nidhogg is dead. Nidhogg is dead, my friends. He who bore such hatred towards Ishgard is dead. Let his hatred die with him, I say. Let us sheathe our swords and go in peace.
And then she's assassinated.
Have we lost?
No, my friend. Far from it. At long last, the peace for which we have so desperately fought is within our grasp. And I, for one, would not forsake it.
Peace?
I know they're wielding swords, but that much metal being sheathed at once sounds like they were locking and loading guns. We're about to have a standoff here. Get some ecstasy of gold going.
Seize the witch! Let none escape!
Providing aid and succor to the wounded should be our first concern. If the heretics mean to observe the peace, then it would be folly not to do the same.
You tell him, Horsefant. I say, good sir, I will slap the ever-loving shit out of you. In the name of the House Forton, I will make you wish you were never born. That was rather too close for comfort, and I towards seemed to get calm as returned to the streets. My mind, however, yet clamors with 1,000 questions. You return to Ishgard in the oddest of companies, my friend. Yeah, I'm kind of a gangster like that. He would not be denied. Lord Horsefant has more than a few questions to ask. That, my friends, was rather too close for comfort. Pray Salome that things did not end in bloodshed. I confess I was more than a little dismayed to see you in the company of Lady Iceheart. Whatever is going on, Taida? I suplexed a dragon. Funniest shit I ever did. I don't know. Beg pardon? You traveled to the Churning Mist together, along with a Stinian? Never was there a more unlikely alliance. Nor one so magnificently effective. NIDHOGG dead? The heretics pacified? Father and Sir Aymeric must know of this. Let us break the news to them together. I will bring Sir Aymeric to the Fortant Manor. That's an excellent suggestion. Very well, Taida. I shall await you there. Hate to see you go, love to see you walk away. Maybe I should have eaten more. I'm getting kind of loopy. Good news for Taunt, Dad. We are back from outer space. Stinian, did you really walk in covered in blood? Take a fucking bath, dude.
Praise Halone, you are safe.
It's gonna bug me that his mutton chops are attached to his ears.
My safety was never in doubt, Father. For I had the Azure Dragoon and the Warrior of Light by my side.
Also, fine, with all due respect, I think he was referring to me.
The most wonderful tidings.
And then I punched him in the face.
The infamous Lady Iceheart, here in Ishgard? This is most unexpected.
Indeed.
She has done much to quell the violence. The Inquisition may not approve, but we are glad of her presence.
And with the Great Worm's demise, even our nation's more reactionary elements will have scant grounds to press for her immediate impeachment.
My thoughts exactly.
What of the truth revealed to us by Hraesvelga? That the origins of the Dragonsong War, a core tenet of Ishgardian faith, are quite unlike those depicted in the scriptures.
That men and dragons once lived together in harmony, and that it was man's treachery which shattered the peace and plunged our peoples into war.
The same scripture also describes the origins of the High Houses. Were it exposed as false, the legitimacy of our rule would be called into question. If both Highborn and Lowborn can trace their ancestry to Thordan and his Knights 12.
But a single sip of dragon's blood is required to confirm their lineage.
If the Holy See knew of this and chose to remain silent, their crimes are grievous indeed.
Let's not jump to
Regardless,
conclusions.
the state of affairs cannot be allowed to continue.
I think they can. Still want to put marshmallows.
Sir Aymeric, you cannot mean to raise this matter with the Archbishop.
Man, shit is gonna go down.
Pray consider what you are proposing. If the Holy See chose to conceal the truth for centuries, what reason would they have to reveal it now?
At best, you will be branded a heretic and clapped in irons.
Then at least the Archbishop will have shown his true colors. My friends, this war will never truly be at an end until the truth is made known. You must see what lies on the horizon if it is not. When ruled by fear of a common enemy, we were united. But now we have none. During the war, the Highborn needed men to lead, and the Lowborn men to follow. Not anymore. 'Tis but a matter of time before the old order is called into question. Lady Iceheart will share the truth with her followers, and the Holy See will be powerless to stop its spread. The disenfranchised will rise up united, and blood will flow in the streets once more.
Oh, we're gonna have a civil war then. But can I have my giant bed yet? No?
A divided Ishgard will not survive.
Tread carefully, Lord Commander.
Oh, he's gonna be treading very not, carefully? I don't know, I can't fucking word.
My lady, is it wise to let him go? I sympathize with the Lord Commander's desire for reform, but to approach the Archbishop in this manner bespeaks an idealism to which I did not think Sir Emmerich prone.
And he will pay the price with his
While
life.
he comports himself as a realist, he has long dreamt of reform. 'Twas that idealism which first drew me to him, that which made me swear an oath to serve. We must not think of ways to hinder his cause, but rather ways to aid it, even should the Holy See cry heresy.
You cannot mean...
She's gonna become a Super
If
Saiyan.
the Lord Commander does not return from the vault at the appointed hour, I mean to go and fetch him.
Have care, my lady. Your words border on treason. Should they reach the wrong ears, you will be declared an enemy of Ishgard.
That is a risk I am willing to take. Lest you forget, my lord, I am not born of this land. My loyalty is to the Lord Commander alone.
Yeah, but revolutions
But I
sound
speak only of what may come to pass.
very exhausting.
If the rumors regarding his heritage are to be believed, we have naught to fear.
Lies and slander.
What the fuck is going on?
What rumors are these?
Emmerich,
That Sir Emmerich is the Archbishop's bastard son.
which is why he's called Emmerich
Senior
Snow.
clergy are not permitted to marry and sire children. But even the holiest among us are not immune to temptation.
I labour to believe it. Sir Emmerich is truly the Archbishop's son.
He has never been publicly acknowledged as such, but the rumors have plagued him since childhood. That he rose to his current position, despite being despised as a bastard and accused of profiting from his father's influence, bespeaks the quality of his character. It is my hope that on this occasion, the burden of his birth will work in his favor. Should our worst fears be realized, the Archbishop will not be so quick to execute his own flesh and blood, affording us time to mount a rescue.
Bastard or trueborn, he is our nation's best hope. If the Holy See dares to threaten him, I shall lead the charge against the vault myself.
Hear, hear! The future of Ishgard rests on Sir Emmerich's shoulders. I too will do mine utmost to aid his cause.
Orshafon, be reasonable.
A knight lives to serve, Father. To aid those in need. The people need Sir Emmerich more than ever, and we may be his only hope. There is no greater calling for a knight than to save the life of his fellow man. I swear to you, on the sigil of our house, that I shall do this and make you proud.
I have Hush's kisses on my
Even
shoulder.
You? Romantic, reckless fools, the lot of you.
Why, thank you.
So be it. Make your preparations.
I'm not the one with in charge attached to my
Thank you all for your
earlobes.
support.
Seriously, it looks like I have Hush's kisses on my shoulder pads. A good place to end then. What, you think this is a good place to end the stream? Stretch. Stretch. I think so. Alright. If that is what you say. Ahead lies a long walk from place to place. Oh, great. We're back to post The Realm Reborn with no content. Great. Alright, well, if you insist. Let's do one more thing today then. Let's do at least one more thing today then. Original sins. Sir Ugur recognizes the desperate times call for desperate measures. I've been thinking, Taida. The Paja likened Riel's spirit presence to that of a Dravanian, hence why he suggested she had partaken of dragon's blood. Regardless of the cause, she does hold some affinity with dragons. She will never be safe here in Ishgard. If being the operative word, of course. We need to know for certain, which means we must parley with the Dravanian. It will not be easy, I realize. The Dravanians are not wont to entertain outsiders, especially ones hailing from Ishgard. I'm a small lizard wife. You've spoken to the leaders. Beg pardon, I did not think you were so readily admitted. Well, well. Ready to lead the way, Taida. Did you do your daily golden saucer? Nah. I have not. I haven't done my daily anything. Oh yeah, we can fly. Totally forgot we could fly. Thou keepest curious company, mortal. I am a small lizard wife. I keep whatever company I want. I see. Though I trust thy words, thy companions are unknown to me. A token, then, for them to declare their intent. I'd have them gather up groin in Avalonia Fallen, and bring it to me. But where are the beasts which are drawn by their fragrance? Right then, gathering flowers for a dragon. No point in questioning it. Riel and I research the lands north of here together. We can take the south. Alright. Guess we're picking flowers now. Maybe I'll save golden saucer stuff from when I actually have like a larger community. I'd like to do golden saucer stuff with chat. Along with raids and such stuff like that. I heard there are also things called maps. Way for you to get a 4-seater car mount. How much does it cost? Costs a lot. Because the trial does limit how much MGP I can carry. I'm still on the free trial. I can only have so much skill and so much MGP. If you are unlucky, you need a whole year, no matter trial or full version. Such fragile, fleeting creatures, namely close mortal, that I might breathe deep in their essence. That which passeth unto death liveth on in memory. One prepareth now for the journey. Bid farewell to her in the morn. Find the answers thou seekest. Let me linger a while longer, hunter. Soon my soul shall take wing. I shall miss this. Vidofner bade you come to me then. His scent intertwined. Ah, I see now. We seek no quarrel, Ancient One, only answers. Come forward, child. There you are, my beloved. How long hath it been since we soared through the mists? What did you say? Silence, Dark One. He liveth on within you, child. The blood of my beloved floweth strong in thy veins. Yet mingled as it is, 'twas not thee who partook of his essence. Were it not so, thou wouldst have been overcome. Thy progenitors drank deep, to spur their own becoming. Then it's true. The Temple Knights knew. Then they will never stop. They cannot, even if we flee Ishgard. If we could but harness the abyss. Thou speakest strange, Dark One. What dost thou seek? I want a giant bed. Oh, shrouded in thy rancor, thou standest apart from thy charge. The folly of youth, even the tiniest beings, who frolic in the mists of some all, known a better way. What? Who? No more, Dark One. No more. Farewell, child. Fly free for us. Goodbye, and thank you. There's not more for us here. To Ishgard. There's a wife not. Of the car? Yeah, it was KO2 was talking about a car from Gold Saucer. You can easily get the car in like 3 works of grinding. Really? And how much does it cost? Because again, the free trial limits how much MGP I can carry and how much gil I can carry. Just do fashion report each week. Fashion report. Is that easy? Fashion report gives 60k each week. Costs 2,000k. This changes nothing. I swore an oath to protect her. I mean to uphold it, no matter the cost. So, these are the knights who would defy the will of Helone. She found us. My lady surely knows she will find few friends here. Blessed are we who abide by her grace, for we shall never be forsaken. One day I... Fuck that name. Holy shit. Your name is Yoli, okay? Your name is fucking Yoli. Shall walk in her halls, and you shall answer for your deeds. Will you stand before her and claim that you were righteous? That it was just to take so many lives in defense of that abomination. Repent of your sins and surrender to me. The Fury may yet spare your souls. So yours is a righteous cause. To condemn a girl to death for her parents' misdeeds. This is the will of Helone? Yes. Yes, it is. If it will not see reason, even with full knowledge of the facts, then I make to you an final offer. Submit to the trial of combat. Survive and you may go in peace. Fall, and it is mine. Refuse, and I will put this tavern to the torch at the heads of every man, woman, and child here. Anyone who dares harbor you will suffer the same, here and elsewhere. This I swear to you. Would that we settle this here and now, but I read your men at the doors would take offense. As you wish, my lady. I shall take your trial. Does the wife nod? I shall send a messenger with the details. Mother, wait! I should have had them cut your tongue out. Riel, what the seven hells is going on? She told them to take me. She said I wasn't hers, that I was... Why didn't you tell me this was all your mother's doing? I bled for you. Frey died for you. We had the right to know. I didn't mean for... God damn it all. Little quick to the trigger there, buddy. Leave aside, I need time to think. Does the wife nod? Don't think the free trial limits your MGP. Da, 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 da. 3,000 gil. Yeah, okay. There is no limit to the MGP. But, I think we'll end it here for today. Since KO2 said there isn't much to do after this, we might as well start Monday off doing the to and fro as aforementioned. Short stream, only clocking in at about an hour and a half, 2 hours and a half. But thank you all so much for stopping by. It is a pleasure as always to have you. Thank you to Lucy for following and hosting me. Thanks KO2 and Doug for stopping by again. We will pick this up Monday, barring any other intrusions. Hope you all have a good day and a good weekend. Alright, take care y'all. Goodbye.